electing their working committee to other stories relating to the presidency, the state as well, the Middle East crisis, not to forget.
Yes, and
yesterday was the president's birthday.
Yeah, birthday, yes. I think he clocked 78 or so, 78. Yes, we congratulate him on his birthday, and he made some statements, we thought might be, still encouraging to Nigerians.
All right, checking out headlines this morning. Lamido, Saraki, McCarthy, Moro attend Abuja PDP convention.
Yes. And
Dankwambo, Natasha, others in attendance.
And Wike is, his statement here is strong. He's saying PDP, that is the People's Democratic Party, will contest the 2027 polls.
I'm interested in that story, Bimbo.
Yes.
What does it mean by contest?
Will contest,
will there be a presidential candidate?
There will be. That is what he's trying to say. There will be. So we don't.
But we know who the president is. It might not be from that PDP.
Yes, he's saying that delegates elect Mohammed and others as yes, they elected this as the NWC.
Well, actually, consensus.
Saraki consensus. Yes. I think they agreed on the consensus at the end of the day. Lamido, Apoti Duma, Dankwabo, Fayoshe, yes, they were present at the Wike's convention.
Yeah.
Now, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, will field candidates in the 2027 general elections. Its national leader and minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, said last night. I did not know he was the national leader of the PDP.
Well, at this point, looking at those who were in attendance yesterday, I mean, it looks like those who were in attendance and his faction, it looks like the national leader already.
Yes, national leader. But what about the other faction? Like,
yeah, that's it. He's the national leader of his own faction. That's the truth.
Yes.
The faction supporting the one state, one party state.
And other, let me just go through some of these excerpts here. Wike, who spoke at the party's national convention in Abuja, said the monitoring of the convention by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, had further validated the leadership claim of the National Caretaker Committee led by Alhaji Abdulrahman Mohammed and paved the way for the party to participate in the elections. And he said, by the grace of God, PDP will be on the ballot in 2027.
On the ballot.
Yes, drawing applause from delegates from the 36 states and the FCT. And of course, like I said, those present, I mentioned them earlier. Wike, he berated defectors from the party, including Peter Obi, saying they lacked principles, and however praised party members at the grassroots for standing firm during the crisis. Now, former Senate President Bukola Saraki, who had earlier called for reconciliation during the crisis, said the PDP remained a strong and viable political platform. And I think, yes, Senator Abba Moro, he fired salvos at the organizers of the nullified Ibadan Convention, recalling that they acted contrary to the advice of the Senate caucus. But I thought they said they were coming to a truce. And in the past 2
weeks. What we saw yesterday, it wasn't like there was a true reconciliation. Looks like some people are just doing their own. Well, I watched the convention yesterday. Wike was interviewed and he was busy talking about the collapse of the party in 2023, how the zoning issue broke the party and all of that, and that he's doing everything possible to unite everybody. And I'm saying, if you're uniting everybody, many people were in at this convention.
Was it the zoning issue that broke the party?
Well, that
was he himself that engineered the...
Yes, he was saying that, the presidency should have come from, the south, this and that. And all. I mean, he was talking about all of that. But then, with what we're seeing, it doesn't look like they are ready for any reconciliation. Talking about those who had convention yesterday. Still on that, convention yesterday, the 2026 elective convention of the People's Democratic Party was held at the Eagle Square, Abuja, on Sunday, with a former president of the Senate, Bukola Saraki, former governor of Jigawa State, and one of the founding fathers of the party, Alhaji Sule Lamido, former governor of Kaduna State, Senator Mohammed McCarthy, and former governor of Gombe State, Alhaji Dankwambo, in attendance. Other dignitaries in attendance included Senator Abdul Nengi, Senator Abamoro, Alhaji Kawu Baraje, former governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, Michael Andoka, Senator Natasha Akpoti, Chief Ayodele Fayoshe, and the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Yinsam Wike. Others were Senator Mustafa Kabib, Senator Samuel Ayawu, Honorable Kingsley Chinda, Chibundum Unweche. The delegates were drawn from the 6 states of the Federation, including the FCT. The convention, hosted by the National Secretarial Working Committee, backed by the FCT Minister Yinsam Wike, held amid unresolved leadership disputes between the camp of the party led by the Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde. The Makinde Group, which has a National Working Committee, NWC, chaired by former Minister of Special Duties, Dr. Tanimu Turaki, filed a pending appeal before the Supreme Court. The appeal challenges an earlier judgment of the Abuja Court of Appeal, which affirmed the nullification of the November 15, 2025 convention of the party held in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital.
And they affirmed that the Independent National Electoral Commission was at the independent, at the convention, yes, at the convention, but that, and they claimed the earlier Ibadan convention that INEC was not present, but they knew about the coming convention then. And it will be noted here that there is a pending, like you mentioned, a pending case before the Supreme Court, yet to be determined. And talking about the convention now, and the chairman, said the convention by the Wike faction is illegal, as there is a case at the Supreme Court, which is yet to be decided. And it was and
that's coming from the Edo State chairman of the PDP,
yes,
Tony Azebini.
Yes.
All right, let's see how things pound out at the end of the day. At the end of the day, if you are seated somewhere, you call yourself the national head of a party, and you are saying that you hold down your party for another kind of another party, then there is problem somewhere. All right, let's take this one from page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune. Tinubu donates salaries to new welfare fund for the armed forces personnel. President Bola Tinubu has announced the establishment of a dedicated support fund for members of the Nigerian Armed Forces, those wounded in the line of duty, and the families of fallen heroes. He announced the initiative on Sunday using the commemoration of his 74th birthday to honor the courage, sacrifice, and service of the nation's military personnel.
Okay, yes, it was 74.
Tinubu directed the Accountant General of the Federation to establish a special account for the fund, which will provide targeted support to injured service members, as well as to widowers, and children of those who lost their lives in service to the country. As a personal commitment, the president pledged to contribute all his salaries since assuming office as seed funding for the initiative, reinforcing his resolve to ensure that those who have borne the cost of Nigeria's peace and security are not forgotten. We know that the allowances are more than their salary.
Yes.
I just thought to drop that.
Of course, yes. And his 74th birthday, he promised that he will donate food items and other items, cash items too, to displaced people in camps, the IDPs people. just to mark his birthday. And I was just thinking, well, he has done well. The president has done well. But I was just thinking, is it until they wait till the birthday of the president that the displaced people must be taken care of?
Because we have more pressing issues in the country at this moment. Fuel situation 1005.
Yes. Now, I just had that this morning.
The hardship is biting big time. Companies, industries are complaining.
Yes.
Fuel situation to keep afloat
is
a major problem.
The companies are even shutting down, especially the small scale industries.
Because they're spending so much on diesel.
Yes.
You know, looking at, in fact, a friend was telling me about the situation in the bank sometime last week. The banks directing customers to other branches.
Yes.
Because they can't fuel their own generator to power. We have the electricity problem, we have fuel problem as well. Those are the things we should be addressing. Addressing the fuel situation, see how you can make things easy for your country, for your people. Now, I was listening to the news yesterday, I think it was on Al Jazeera. There was this particular country, I can't remember, I think it was Sri Lanka or thereabouts. Because they also have this fuel situation issue, everyone has, right?
Yes, most countries have.
Yes, they are doing everything possible to elevate the issues. In fact, Wednesday is now a public holiday, a weekly public holiday, because they feel you could work from home on that day. You won't have to spend on fuel. You don't have to do, just find a way to just make life easier for your people. I'm not saying declare another day off, but then let's find a way around this thing. We have one of the biggest refinery in Africa, if not the biggest in Africa, here in Nigeria. We can find a way to get them crude, at subsidized rates during this period, so that lives will be easier. And don't also forget, there's the issue of exporting first.
Yes.
Exporting crude
and importing the real fuel.
Now, exporting crude and not supplying the local, the domestic, refineries to capacity.
Yes.
I think that should, at this point, I think the presidency should be talking about that. Ensuring that you provide adequate crude for local refineries before even thinking about export, because it's a global crisis. You should take care of your home first. Take care of your home first.
Look at the electricity sector now. We are supplying neighboring countries with power,
back to
electricity, selling, and they have regular supply of electricity. But we that are supplying, we are in a comatose. Yes, I don't really understand what is happening to this country, and our leaders are watching, our politicians are watching, and they are enjoying. Yes,
they can afford to. Yeah, they can afford to.
No, they can afford the diesel. They can afford the solar. Like 16 panel solar.
Honestly, All right, let's check out more stories this morning. This is coming from the Punch newspaper. Kwankwanso joins ADC. Sparks Obi Alliance talk. The camps of the former governor of Kano State, Dr. Rabiu Kwankwanso, and that of the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, have confirmed ongoing discussions that could lead to a joint presidential ticket involving the two leaders ahead of the 2027 general elections. What is that in this mix? The former governor of Kano State is expected to declare for the African Democratic Congress today and is due to be received by the national chairman and secretary of the ADC, David Mark and Rauf Aregbesola, respectively. He is likely to join the party alongside the immediate past deputy governor of Kano State, Aminu Gwarzo. Ahead of the defection, he had at the weekend visited former Vice President Atiku Abubakar in Abuja after an earlier meeting with Aregbesola. Kwankwanso had earlier been visited during Salah Dabo in Kano by Obi alongside Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State and former Governor of Bayelsa State, Seriaki Dixon. But we heard that one was not politically motivated. It was Salah celebration. The development comes as Kwankwaso announced his resignation from the New Nigeria People's Party on Sunday, citing the need for political realignment. Kwankwaso, who was the party's presidential candidate in the 2023 general elections, disclosed this in a statement issued on Sunday. And this story will interest you, also from the Punch newspaper, with the headline, Nigerians may seek third term for Tinubu. That's coming from Oluwo.
Oluwo of Iwo.
The Oluwo of Iwo, Oba Abdurrashid Akanbi, on Sunday said many Nigerians might seek a constitutional amendment to allow President Bola Tinubu to remain in office beyond 2 terms. The monarch, in a congratulatory message by his spokesperson Ibrahim Ali to celebrate Tinubu's 74th birthday, described the president as a decisive leader who has laid a renewed foundation of hope for the country. Says, and I quote, many Nigerians may beg for a constitutional review for Tinubu to spend more than 2 terms in office. He is a leader who knows what he is doing, end of quote. Oluwo said that the president had distinguished himself through what he described as a firm campaign against illegalities that had stalled the country's economic growth.
The Uluwo of Iwoland, Oba Abdurrashid.
Yeah,
Akanbi, yes, Akanbi. Yes, well, with due respect, he has his own opinion. Yes, his own opinion. He has always been
controversial figure, right?
Controversial and blunt in some areas, and well. I don't know how he got the the view that people, yes, will vote for Tinubu for the 2nd term, and that there should be a law, you know, that
probably call for an amendment
of the constitution
so that
third term will come. President Obasanjo, former President Obasanjo, allegedly tried it. It did not work. It did not work. So I don't know what is giving him the confidence that it will work this time.
All right, more stories this morning. In page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune, Atiku, Obi, Ubasani, Ribado, Shehu Sani in attendance as El-Rufai's mother is buried in Abuja. Ajia Umar El-Rufai, mother of Malam Nasir El-Rufai, a former governor of Kaduna State, was laid to rest at Gudu Cemetery in Abuja on Sunday. Her remains were buried after Salatu Janazah funeral prayer at National Mosque, Abuja, attended by dignitaries across party lines, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Governors Uba Sani of Kaduna State, Umar Bago of Niger State, Babangana Zulum of Borno State, National Security Advisor Malam Nuhuri Badu, a former national chairman of the APC, Dr. Umar Ganduje, and Senator Shehu Sani, among others. A former governor of Anambra State, presidential candidate of the Labour Party in 2023 election, but now a chieftain of the ADC, Peter Obi, was also at the National Mosque. Aren't you surprised that Malam Nuhuri Badu, National Security Advisor, was in attendance?
Yes, that is politicians for you. Yes, they will decide on an issue, and at the last point they will just turn their face. Yes, so that, let's just leave that. The mama has died. Let the mama rest in peace. Now back to politics. Now, Rivers State. 2027, Wiki rules out Fubara. The battle lines have been drawn now. 2027 governorship race in Rivers State. Yes, it has been drawn. And the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, the Grand Master Planner, Chief Nyesom Wike, fired an early and decisive shot. And in a blunt and characteristically combative declaration, the former governor ruled out any possibility of backing his successor, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, for his 2nd term. And Wike spoke during a pre-convention meeting with some Rivers APC delegates at his Abuja residence, where he made it clear that no pressure, inducement, or political maneuvering will make him repeat what he described as the mistake of 2023. And questioned speculations about the possible reconciliation or future alliance, Wike said he had learned hard lessons from his decision to support Fubara's emergence as governor and will not be swayed again. No amount of blackmail, no amount of intimidation will make me repeat, that is Wike, will make me repeat the same mistake I made before. And if anybody is bringing money to you, it is your business. I don't know how long I will live on this earth, and I will not make that mistake. Well, I understand. I thank him.
Exactly where it's coming from.
Then he knows that he would not know how long we will live on this earth. But I thought they had reconciled.
Yes, there's been a number of reconciliatory meetings with President Bola Tinubu, but I doubt if the 2027 plan was part of the reconciliation.
Because I knew that they had laid some,
conditions
for him, and Fubara had abided by those conditions. But now this coming from Wike again. Yes, and he abided. He had played a good boy all along. But the one that infuriated, one that I knew that infuriated him was that he announced the remaining cash, let me just say cash, that the sole administrator left behind. He revealed it. Yes, he revealed it. And those are some of that is one of the issues that is infuriating Wike.
All right, let's see more stories this beautiful morning. Let's check out the Middle East crisis. Page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune. Huge energy cost may stall manufacturing. 3.1% growth projection. While the escalating crisis in the Middle East and its attendant impact on the cost of energy in Nigeria may stall plans by the nations aligning manufacturing to achieve a 3.1% growth by the end of the 2026. Checks among stakeholders in the sector have revealed the stakeholders believe that the crisis in the Middle East involving United States, Israel and Iran may have disrupted whatever plans operators in the sector must have developed at achieving growth at the beginning of the year. For instance, earlier in the year, the president of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, Francis Meshoye, had entered on the intention of the association to achieve a 3.1% growth for the sector in 2026, as against the slightly over 1% recorded in 2025. Well, it was always going to impact. This Middle East crisis would definitely impact everything we've projected for 2026 negatively. Quite unfortunate. We pray that peace returns to the Middle East and to the world in general.
And the United States now has cut Nigerian crude imports by nearly 50% here now. And well, I am sure it will be linked to the Middle East crisis too. Let me just go through this a bit. The United States, the United States reduced its purchase of Nigerian crude oil sharply in January 2026, with imports dropping by about 47.16% month on month, according to the latest data from the U.S. Census Bureau and the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis. And figures from the U.S. International Trade in Goods and Services reports indicate that U.S. crude imports from Nigeria fell to 1.664 million barrels in January 2026, down from 3.149 million barrels recorded in December 2025. This represents a decline of 1.485 million barrels within 1 month, showing a significant contraction in Nigeria's share of the U.S. crude market. Well, that is the situation here. And well, we don't know.
impact of the crisis over there in the Middle East. Major challenge to the global situation, and we just hope that things will get better. We hope that President Trump last week was busy saying, "Oh, we're almost done. We're almost done." But then the Iranians don't look like a country that is done. They've also come up with their own conditions as well to end the war. But those conditions, I don't think they are conditions that America will meet.
Yes, they will work.
Yeah, I don't think they will work. America would want to go by its own conditions. All right. Well, let's see how things pan out. Quite a number of stories are here to look at this morning, well, including issues from the Middle East as well. Palm Sunday procession was actually cancelled in Israel due to the ongoing war. Yes, it was cancelled in Israel due to the war. That's coming from the Punch newspaper. Israel cancels Palm Sunday procession amid war with Iran. The annual Palm Sunday procession in Jerusalem was called off on Sunday as Israeli authorities imposed tighter security measures amid the escalating war between Israel, the United States, and Iran. The decision formed part of broader wartime restrictions on large public gatherings introduced as tensions continue to rise after recent missile exchanges and heightened military activity across the region. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said security operatives had also stopped the head of the Catholic Church in Israel from entering the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, explaining that the move was taken out of a special concern for his safety. Well, it's not only impacting oil and the economy.
Yes.
It's also impacting religious gathering as well. That's why it's important to pray for peace.
Yes. And now, I think you mentioned something here, like this story is talking about macroeconomic gains. The Middle East crisis could reverse Nigeria's macroeconomic gains. Manufacturers had warned. Yes.
It was always going to go into that because they had plans for the 2026. Was supposed to be like a 3% growth projection. But unfortunately, with what is happening with overheads now increased, it's obvious that even the 1% that was achieved last year might not be achieved this year. I'm not a prophet of doom, but that's the reality.
Yes, but we should just, yes, it's a reality, but we should be, somehow be optimistic. Now, the Nigeria's economic future will depend on how well its family-owned businesses transits from survival mode to enduring institutions. The Lagos Business School and chairman of a private station, Dr. John Momo, has said, and he spoke at the 2026 LBS Family Business Conference in Lagos with the theme Beyond Survival, Governance and Culture as the Foundation of Lasting Family Legacies as theme. And well, while delivering his keynote address, Momo said empowering family enterprises to build systems, not just profits, is critical to fast-tracking national development. Well, I hope that works in this Nigeria, because people do not believe that family businesses like you have extended families, immediate families, setting up businesses, and at the end of the day it will not work, especially in the southwest, like when we were young.
Well, I think for several reasons that has failed for several reasons. For several reasons. The children at times, they want to go their own path. They want to create a new path for themselves. Also the business, also the way it's structured at times, the way our people structured business back in the day. They don't put a structure that outlives them. Some build a structure around themselves. If I'm not there, you can't run operations, you can't run the administration. But when you can actually build a structure that even without you, it will run. There's technology that can run businesses for you from the comfort of your home. Even if you're not there, set up softwares. There are softwares that will help you monitor every production process in your company. And you don't even have to be there.
But it is because of this belief, that families in business, it has been there for a long time.
Yeah, it's also a factor. Families in the business, and that's it's born out of experience also. They've had situations where, there's a big businessman in Oyo State who had a farm some time ago, and all of a sudden the farm collapsed,
moribund.
And went moribund, and now he has a new business. And I remember I granted an interview recently, and he was saying he handed the farm to family members, and they and they didn't manage it properly, and he can't waste his money on it anymore, so just let it go. And now he's on another business, and he's running that one on his own. And
so he will bring external people.
Yes, in fact, he's even sending those external people out to other countries to get trained, to be better at what they are doing.
Yes.
So there are major societal factors that I think if we allow technology in, it will improve things. It will improve things.
Yes, we'll take a short break now. We'll be back.
Insurance is like carrying an umbrella, just in case it rains. But what if it doesn't? With regular insurance, you get nothing if you make no claim. With Noor Takaful Insurance, you might just get cash back for the next day.
There's a Noor way to do ethical insurance. Noor Takaful Insurance, where you win by claims which are paid promptly or win by profit sharing. Visit noortakaful.ng or download the Ra app to get started. Noor Takaful, your win-win partner. Conversation.
Glad to know you're there. It's still Conversation on Oluyole 98.5 FM. Well, don't forget that in the next 5 minutes, we'll have you join the conversation. 080-5500-9850.
Yes.
Or 070-5555-1985 when the time is right.
Yes, I have this story here talking about crime now. Well, drugs here, and a rather interesting one. NDLA uncovers cocaine hidden inside fish in Lagos. Fish. Well, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have intercepted a large consignment of cocaine concealed in the heads of imported dry stock fish, popularly known as okporoko, and arrested a suspected kingpin involved in trafficking the illicit substance to India. And the agency said the seizure followed intelligence on the syndicate's trans-border criminal activities, which prompted a coordinated sting operation by operatives of the Muritala Mohammed International Airport Strategic Command in the Ojo area of Lagos on March 19, 2026. And in a statement yesterday, the agency's spokesman, Femi Babafemi, said that during the operations, 3 jumbo bags were recovered from a 36-year-old suspect, Aputa Ejike, and a large consignment of cocaine concealed in the heads of imported dry stock fish was intercepted by the NDLA, which also arrested a key member of the syndicate involved in shipping the illicit substance across the world, especially to India.
Well,
there is nothing Nigerians cannot do.
Well, authorities, especially NDLA, they need to keep watching, because there's no way they can hide these things.
Yes,
there's no way they can hide it.
Yes, they hide. In the last at least 2 years, hiding in concealing in some other food items.
Yeah.
You will not know, concealing inside the trousers, concealing inside soles of shoes.
Anyway, it's all right.
Well,
let's, since we're already talking about crime, let's take this one coming from Ondo State. Page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune. Nurses threaten threatening a night duty boycott over Akure Health Center attack. That attack happened last week.
Yes.
Following Saturday abduction of some nurses at a health center in Akure, Ondo State capital, nurses in the state have threatened to withdraw from night duties. The chairman of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives in the state, Felix Orobode, issued the warning after armed men reportedly invaded Okejebu Health Center in the heart of Akure, assaulting staff and cutting away valuables. According to the chairman, the attackers stormed the facility in the night and beat up staff mercilessly and stole money and other belongings from before abducting some of the health workers. He added that conflicting reports initially emerged, with some suggesting a kidnapping and rescue operation, while others claimed the victims were later released. Providing clarity, the union leader said affected staff confirmed they were abandoned by their assailants along Ondo Road after the attack. I followed this particular story. And you know what those abductors did? They took them to a bush, these nurses to a bush, and made them transfer all the money they had in their bank account. Moved it out. I think with NIN and all of those things, that should be traceable, right? That's the idea of having NIN, right?
Yeah.
That's the idea of having BVN.
Yes, but it should be traceable. But if it is the owner of that account that is withdrawing the money and giving it to
wherever that money is landing into,
okay,
should be traced. The bank account of the abductors. Well, something needs to be done, because it's quite unfortunate. This happened in the heart of Akure, not outskirts. Not in the heart of Akure. Nurses are not safe in the heart of Akure, and something has to be done.
Did the police do any release or just
not yet? Not yet,
because
really.
I'm sure.
Because what really happened was, because from my investigation, what I heard from one of the abductors, they were abandoned. It wasn't like as if anybody else could. They were abandoned there. They now called for help. The Amotekun now came to help them. So it wasn't like police really did so much in the. Those guys already took away their money, their valuables, and everything. They only went to work. That was the offense of this nurse. They went for night duties at work in the heart of Akure. Something has to be done.
Because if they had reported, I think the police or the Amotekun, should have, let them know that they should report this case, so that the account should be tracked. Yeah, they will definitely. I'm sure they will definitely report the case. It should be tracked, and those people. That's the idea behind the BVN registration we are doing, NI registration we are doing, to make things a lot easier. Be able to trace wherever money is going into and wherever it is coming from. All right, let's take this one quickly before we start taking calls. We'll overcome electricity woes. Inflation, despite Middle East war. That's coming from President Tinubu. It's on the Punch newspaper. We hope so.
President Bola Tinubu has assured Nigerians that the country will overcome current challenges, including electricity supply, transportation cost hikes, and expected inflation, despite the ongoing Middle East war that has, that has caused major pressure on the economy. Speaking to State House correspondents on Sunday after special birthday prayers at the National Mosque in Abuja, the president acknowledged the difficulties facing the nation while expressing confidence in Nigeria's resilience. We've always been resilient,
yes.
Honestly.
No,
but come back from your power.
No. Before we go to the phone lines now, no fewer than 2 community chiefs, 1 head of Hunters Association, and 15 residents have been arrested over violence linked to a long-standing boundary and land ownership dispute between Ilobu and Eliosun communities, which allegedly led to the attacks on 3 police officers. And the arrest followed a fresh violent clash involving residents of Ifon, Ilobu, and Eliosun, reportedly triggered by the lingering crisis. I don't know why people, elders, youth, continue to fight to engage themselves in violence over land dispute.
Land dispute.
That land dispute.
That's always been the case for years.
Yeah, for years, especially in Osun State.
Yes.
I can remember the Ife Modakeke war then.
It's all land disputes, and that's why I'm worried. The Boundary Commission needs to attend to the issue of the Eba Island now. And that, for those who've not heard about it, oil has just been discovered in Eba Island. Now, Eba Island is in a boundary that separates Ondo and Ogun State. So the two states.
Ondo and Ogun.
Yes.
I'm just.
Yes, the larger axis.
Oh.
Yeah, towards the larger axis.
All right.
So Ondo claim it is their land. Ogun State is saying, now we get her. Governor Adatwa was jokingly saying the other time he had a press conference that his Ogun State counterparts, that Kwabiodo was saying, I knew a lot of oil. But honestly, it's not about sharing. I mean, we've got borders, the land marked already. Whosoever owns it should. Because if we don't address it now and resolve the issues, the locals, before they start firing guns at each other because of that, yes. Because it is all that was discovered there.
Yes,
they're going to reconstruct that for that. I don't blame the other because they comfortable. On wake camp, they comfortable. On wake camp, you can see what they're talking about. And like it's there. You can see what they're talking about. Yeah, I love you. About brother, that was his love. I like it so much. We will do him. That's it. Now, the fire mother, you can see now, Nigeria people, all of them get there. Tomorrow they say, one place. They come down to say another thing. Thank you much.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us this morning.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yes, sir, welcome.
How was your weekend, sir?
Yes, sir, we thank God.
Have you been hearing about Mr.
Tola Teriba is around. He just resumed today.
Oh,
thank you very much.
On the issue of security in Nigeria, my fear and prayer is that if we not move on into Afghanistan, my prayer is that the issue of insecurity in this country is worrisome. That was how it started in Afghanistan before the Taliban took over. My prayer is that it will not be the case of Nigeria. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Yes, 08055009850 or 07055551985. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hope you are hearing. Good morning.
You are welcome. You are with us.
Calling from Olumi Kingdom.
Yes, Olumi Kingdom.
We love to listen to Mr. Plateva. We continue with his job tomorrow. I think. I know I'm not part of his family, but I'm part of the family on this platform. I know you will listen today, but if I'm expecting his voice today, thank God that we hear Mr. Pulu and Mr. Baka. Yes, the issue of Oluyole, due respect to Kadesi, I want to believe it can only speak for itself. Even it cannot even speak for Igbo people, doctors of most people, like doctors of the whole Nigeria, about 250 million people. It cannot speak for us, so you should leave Nigeria alone. So you cannot dictate for us, I cannot speak for us. Yes, on the issue of this Middle East war, we have been promising all the time. So Mr. President should do something urgently. I don't know about this. I believe in action, not listening to most talk. God bless you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, let's take this story quickly before the next call. Nigerian Tribune, page 11. Poultry farmers lament egg scarcity. Price hike over chicks shortage.
Yes, of course. You know the price of chicken feed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there are broilers, there are layers, there are cockerels, and you know the price of the production of the feed. Well,
why is all these things happening at the same time?
Well, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Dr. Oluyole calling from Lanlate.
Yes, doctor, you are welcome.
Our respected Oluyole is a nice person. People love him. But now we thank him. He should not speak on behalf of we people, even on behalf of the Igbo people. Now, let's consider it like this. If a Northerner wants to spend 12 years, we rather region allow him, with the Southerners allow him, so they say that the president will be advised to spend 6 months. It's not in the Constitution. And that's why many people are saying that they should leave politics alone. They should be respected in their balance. And if they have anything, they can advise. But not to the extent of saying that what Obasanjo was trying to do. And the country was so shaken. So now being using it as a medium to call the president or to sacrifice for the president. I think that one is not good enough. Now, on the death of the governor of our former Kaduna State, in fact, it's not good enough for him not to be in the way. You know, as a Muslim, when any time a Muslim died, immediately they bury him or her. Now, the lady or the woman died at Egypt. I don't know how easy for the man who is in court to go to Egypt, or maybe they will carry the court come to Nigeria. Thank you, Dr. Ilabugu from Lanlate.
Thank you, Dr. Ilabugu from Lanlate. Yes, well, another call here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you. God bless you in Jesus' name.
Good morning.
I wish you a fine time this week in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And that's really calling from Aguare.
Yes, you're welcome.
It's always appreciated when there is political realignment among politicians. The one thing I want Nigerian politicians to understand is that opposition is very, very important. The way they use their position is quite different from the way it should be used, the position. Now, they're supposed to suggest the way forward for those who are running government right now, for those in government. They are planning for election. They're supposed to right the wrongs within the system. I don't know what exactly happening. They are just talking us as if we are not white in Nigeria. I don't know, something is wrong somewhere. We leave this party today, we go to another party. They are just talking us. We want them to be upright. That is just it. Now, at the same time, Tinubu are supposed to spend a complete 4-year first term or first tenure. Now, they're supposed to allow him to spend the remaining 4 years. This is very important. Buhari spent 8 years. I'm not a member of APC, but I'm a Nigerian. It has become a culture that every president spends 8 years. Why? Why do they want to at least cut short the tenure of Tinubu? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Your opinion there. Well, let's see if we can pick 1 or 2 more calls before we leave this morning.
Yes, the program is still conversation on OLUYOLEFM 98.5 right in the city of Ibadan. And well, another call here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
God bless you.
Amen.
Speaking from Lanlate.
Yes, you are welcome, sir.
That is what we used to tell our obas. They should know what to say. People should not talk ill of them. And they should know the type of advice they give. Like when only we say that
Tinubu should extend his tenure for 3 terms. Somebody who has not done second term and you are proposing for 3rd term, let Tinubu sit down and do the needful instead of advising him wrongly. Our Oba should know what to say. It is not good. So that is that. Secondly, about security. The federal government should give up security so that people will not die. Every day, people are dying. So that is what Tinubu should do to ensure that the lives and properties of citizens in Nigeria are safe. So let him concentrate. Don't talk about 3rd term now. It is not good. Reverend Kano Mabakodi, speaking from London.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I think
this morning.
Yes, the Oba, the Oluwo was actually saying he was calling for the amendment of the constitution
it was saying the people might call for
a second term.
It's his own opinion.
Yes.
Well, we have to go at this point. It's been a nice time, taking you through happenings in the Nigerian dailies this beautiful morning. The show returns next week for another interesting edition. Till then, do have a beautiful Monday.
And your name is
Boluwaji Ogumola.
And my name is Bimbo Akombi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your day.
My guy! You sabi say you need health insurance, abi? Yeah? God forbid, I know they sick. Calm down. This one dey different. Whether you sick or you no sick, you go still flex. Yeah. You mean I'm
Yes, there's a new way to do health insurance with New Health, where you enjoy accessible and affordable health plans and much more. Visit newhealth.ng now to start. New Health, your win-win partner.
From the city of Ibadan, the home of ancient warlords, in the Pacesetter state, this is Oluyole FM 98.5 Ibadan.
98.5 FM, Oluyole, 98.5 FM, 98.5 FM, 98.5 FM, oh yeah, 98.5 FM, this is the place to be. With the radio experience.